the interception. Here's Tannehill. And his first pass is incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready? Over. Hey, 20.
Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. Dancing to his left. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Again, it's Bocage, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
20, 40! Tiger.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bengals getting set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. William Hayes in there to get him for a loss of 5. It's second down. Dalton looking. Flush to his right. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, but still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Ooh, the juke. And he works 3. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I'll bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
368. Nice.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Dalton now to pass. 20. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he knocks it through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Across the right side here, complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there's a nice catch by Mike Gesicki, the rookie out of Penn State. And, partner, you saw him when you were covering Big Ten football. He didn't block very many people, but that's not what they asked him to do. They asked him to go downfield and catch the balls we just saw there.
Yeah, absolutely right, and he can do it with the best of them.
Yeah, and how about him in his high school video? Did you ever see any of that with him dunking basketballs and spiking volleyballs? His athletic ability is off the charts.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He gets it to Thomas. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Play. 30. 52's right here, over there, right? 20. Hey, 20.
Tannehill throwing again. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
There you go, 368.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
On the ball. Nice. Up.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out,
on the ball.
couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
To throw on second down. Dalton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Dolphin football. And out come the Dolphins now. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Hey, 30! Hip! play.
Now it's Tannehill. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills.
On the ball.
We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Hey.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Heavy.
On 3rd down, Dalton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Robert Quinn coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just about on his own goal line. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here. They can go ahead and do it.
Looking deep now for Amendola. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They go 368. On the ball. Heavy. They go 368.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Going deep. Got his man. Complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So Dalton now going deep downfield for Ross. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
He can run for it, and he will. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. On the left. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Deep. Hustle, we're walking. We're all
Third and long. It's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the screen, Bernard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a third down. Passing, it's Dalton. Flushed out right. And able to find Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down.
Go, on the ball. On the ball. Heavy. Go.
They go play action here on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey.
Dalton throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield, and it's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Dalton, 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. And an alley run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Big O, 368.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Last year, the Dolphins were the 2nd most penalized team in the NFL, nearly 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Let's go, hustle, fellas. Block.
Go. The throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
There you go, right here. Get set.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, here's Bernard. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former first-round pick from Boise State, Shea McClellan, able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. 2nd down, Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
You figure down in the red zone, the play call that's going to come in, find the guy that's most susceptible, the guy that you think that you can beat. In this case, they tried to pick on the rookie, and he's actually up to the challenge.
Yes, he was. Solid job knocking that away. And Dalton to throw. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle, come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready?
52. Black 52. 52's the light.
The drive will commence with a run by Balazs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Here we go. Tag. Run. Ready? Hurry.
Watch 8.
Yo, trip left.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Then he finds Danny Amendola. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Drake off the catch of Tannehill. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Tannehill now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
4 down.
On 1st down, Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. Amendola, he was the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Heavy. Go on the top.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Go on the ball. On the ball. Here you go. 368.
Oh, passing it. Dalton under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Go on the ball.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking, and that's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16.
Here you go. 368. Nice.
Throwing, Dalton. That's taken in by the rookie, Josh Malone. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Dalton now to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Here's the line.
Let's go. Hustle, fellas.
Drake will start the drive to the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Hey. Right there.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by George Iloka, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's Dalton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
Running, it's Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they will take a knee here. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. Got 20. 52. Hip.
Tannehill hands to Drake. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all